Welcome back to our channel, folks. Today is a beautiful, bright day to sit back, pour a fresh cup of hot coffee, and dive right into the latest, most exciting updates from the world of Port Charles. We have some truly inspiring real-life moments and some heart-pounding drama to share with you all today. Now, let me tell you, as a fellow who has been around the block a few times and seen a whole lot of television in my days, there are just some folks who absolutely command the screen. Kelly Thibault, who we all know and love as the fiery Britt Westbourne on General Hospital, is exactly that kind of person. You simply cannot ignore her, whether she is delivering a blistering line on our television screens or sharing a piece of her heart in real life. She is a true force of nature. When Kelly walks into a room, or when she steps in front of that camera, she brings a certain kind of magic that is rare to find nowadays. She is undeniably one of the most stunningly beautiful women in daytime television, but it is not just about her looks. It is about her undeniable presence. When Kelly speaks, you can bet your bottom dollar that everyone in the room sits up a little straighter, clears their ears, and listens closely to what she has to say. And let me tell you, that is exactly what happened earlier this month when Kelly took to social media to share a message that really tugged at the heartstrings. Life is not always a bed of roses. And Kelly has never been one to beat around the bush or hide the fact that she has faced her own fair share of ups and downs over the years. We all have, haven't we? But instead of keeping those struggles to herself, she decided to turn them into a beacon of light for her fans. She wanted to encourage all of us to live every single moment to the absolute fullest, no matter how tough the road gets. On her Instagram page, she wrote something so profound and yet so simple. She said, "There is no better feeling than loving and taking care of yourself. Set a challenging promise to yourself this week and keep it. Follow through. You matter. Always." Now, I want you to just stop and let those words sink in for a minute. You matter. Always. In this fast-paced world, especially for so many of you wonderful ladies out there who have spent your entire lives taking care of your children, your husbands, your grandchildren, and everyone else under the sun, it is so easy to put yourself last. Kelly's message is a gentle, loving reminder that you have to put your own oxygen mask on first. It is a message full of grace and grit, and it is exactly the kind of plain-spoken, honest truth that we all need to hear from time to time. She is telling us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, make a promise to our own well-being, and actually stick to it. That takes real courage, and it shows just how much she cares about the folks who support her. Well, it goes without saying that her fans heard her loud and clear, and the response was absolutely immediate and overwhelming. People from all walks of life started pouring their hearts out in the comments, sharing their own deeply personal journeys. One fan spoke up and said, "I get it. I was drinking on this trip I took, and I just decided I needed to quit because it is not doing me any good at all." Good for them, I say! Recognizing that something is holding you back and having the gumption to nip it in the bud is no small feat. It takes a lot of backbone to look in the mirror and make a hard change, and Kelly's words were just the spark that this person needed to turn over a new leaf. And the stories just kept on coming, each one more inspiring than the last. Another fan chimed in, sharing their own uphill battle with their health. They wrote, "I am going through this right now too. I started about 2 months ago. I went from weighing 225 pounds down to 211 pounds. I cannot give up. I have to keep pushing. You got this, and thank you for the inspiration. By the way, please come visit Cleveland." Now, isn't that just the sweetest thing? Losing 14 pounds is a tremendous accomplishment, and it takes a whole lot of elbow grease and sheer determination. Kelly is out there rooting for her fans to become the absolute best versions of themselves, and you can see the real, tangible impact she is having on everyday folks who are just trying to live healthier, happier lives. But I have to tell you, the comment that really put a lump in my throat came from a fan living out in Northwest Indiana. This lovely person wrote, "Today I walked 5.26 miles right along the shores of Lake Michigan. I am participating in a fundraising walk for the American Cancer Society with the big goal of doing a 62-mile walk in July." They went on to say how everyone involved in the group cheers each other on, even if they are total strangers, and how much fun it is to be part of something bigger than themselves. And then they added, now that I am retired, I'm going to settle in and catch up on the last few episodes of General Hospital. That right there is the heart and soul of America, folks. Good people doing good deeds, raising money for a noble cause, and then coming home to kick off their shoes and enjoy their favorite stories. It just warms the heart and makes you proud to be part of this wonderful community of viewers. Now, as much as Kelly is spreading love and positivity out here in the real world, her character on the show, our dear Britt Westbourne, is gearing up for a storm of epic proportions. If you have been following the storylines as closely as I have, you know that Britt is standing at a major crossroads in her life. The rumors and the rumblings out of Port Charles are telling us that Jason Morgan is seriously considering leaving the mob life behind. After all these years of being Sonny Corinthos' right-hand man, Jason is looking for a way out. And while you might think that would bring him and Britt closer together, it seems to be doing the exact opposite. Jason is pulling away, getting tangled up in his own thoughts, and his deep-seated distrust of Sonny's new reliance on his half-brother Rick Lansing. This whole situation with Jason is leaving Britt standing out in the cold, facing the very real possibility of drowning in a sea of loneliness. We all know Britt. We know she has that tough, prickly exterior. They didn't call her the Britch for nothing. But underneath all that armor, she has a remarkably vulnerable heart. She has been hurt before, she has loved and lost, and the thought of losing Jason or having him shut her out just when things were getting real is enough to break anyone's spirit. You can just feel the quiet desperation building up inside her. As a viewer, it makes you want to reach right through the television screen and give her a big, comforting hug. But hold your horses. Because if there is one thing I know for absolute certain about Britt Westbourne, it is that she does not just roll over and play dead when the going gets tough. Oh no, she is a fighter through and through. The latest updates are revealing a brand new explosive storyline, and let me tell you, Britt is getting ready for a massive new battle. She is not going to just sit around in her empty apartment crying into her tea over Jason Morgan. She is taking matters into her own hands, and it looks like she is about to push both Jason and Tristan into some incredibly deep and muddy waters. Now, bringing Tristan into the mix adds a whole new layer of intrigue and complication to this already messy situation. Britt is stirring the pot, and she is doing it with that fierce, unapologetic energy that Kelly Thibault plays so perfectly. This new battle she is waging is going to drag Jason and Tristan right into the thick of it, creating a brand new web of troubles that none of them might be able to escape easily. Britt is hurting, yes, but a wounded animal is often the most dangerous kind, and she is proving that she still has plenty of bite left in her. This impending clash is proving to be a new kind of obsession for Britt. It is not just about holding on to love anymore. It is about reclaiming her power, her agency, and her place in a town that constantly tries to push her to the sidelines. When you look at how Kelly encourages her fans to set challenging promises and follow through, you can see that exact same fiery determination bleeding right into Britt's character. Britt is making a promise to herself that she will not be a victim in this narrative. She is going to make Jason and Tristan sweat, and she is going to remind everyone in Port Charles that you do not mess with Britt Westbourne without facing the consequences. I have to say, sitting here and thinking about how this is all going to unfold just gives me goosebumps. The writers are setting the stage for some truly classic soap opera drama. You have Jason, torn between his loyalty to his past and his desire for a new future. You have Sonny, stubbornly clinging to Rick Lansing despite all the red flags. And right in the middle of it all, you have Britt, armed with a new sense of purpose and a dangerous new obsession involving Tristan. It is a powder keg, just waiting for a match, and Britt is holding the lighter with a wicked little smile. It really is a beautiful parallel when you think about it. On one hand, you have Kelly, the actress, using her platform to spread kindness, health, and self-love. On the other hand, you have Britt, the character, channeling her pain into a fierce, obsessive fight for survival in the cutthroat world of Port Charles. It just goes to show the incredible range and depth that Kelly brings to her work. She understands the human condition and pours every ounce of that understanding into her performances. So my friends, as we look forward to the weeks ahead, I want you to keep Kelly's words close to your heart. You matter, always. Whether you are walking by the lake, working on your own health, or just sitting back in your favorite armchair enjoying the wild ride that is General Hospital, remember to take care of yourselves and keep your eyes peeled, because Britt Westbourne is about to turn Port Charles upside down, and you definitely will not want to miss a single second of the fireworks she is about to set off with Jason and Tristan. It is going to be a wild, bumpy, and absolutely thrilling ride